Hello dear students, today we will learn about the paragraph writing. In the previous session, we had discussed the comprehension. Hope you would have done so many comprehension in between this time. And you would have understood the basic concept of comprehension, and now you would be improving your comprehension. So now it comes to writing, because writing is another essential aspect of the language. So we should learn how to write effectively. So we know the sentence because we have learned the grammar. So how to make a paragraph out of so many grammatically correct sentence we will learn today. So let's go to the classroom to learn how to develop a paragraph. Paragraph. What is a paragraph? If we talk about the language, we begin with the letter, alphabet we can say, consisted of the letters. Then the meaningful group of the letters is called a word, and meaningful group of words is called a sentence. After sentence, we come to the paragraph. So there is a clause as well in between, then sentence and then paragraph. But because our topic is paragraph, so we will study the paragraph today. How to write a an effective paragraph. So this will be the topic. For this, what we need to do, we need to understand the paragraph, a passage is divided into different paragraph, or a story is divided into different paragraph. In the previous session, we had already discussed why we use the paragraph to make a passage, to make a story. So today we will have the details of the paragraph. What should we see in a paragraph when we write? What should be our focus when we write a paragraph? So the most important point of a paragraph is topic sentence. Topic sentence. This topic sentence, हम पैराग्राफ लिखते हैं, पढ़ते भी हैं. अगर हम कहेंगे कि किसी विषय पर एक पैराग्राफ लिखिए हिंदी में या इंग्लिश में, तो हम लिख लेंगे. कुछ लोग बहुत अच्छा लिख लेते हैं, कुछ लोग सामान्य लिखते हैं, कुछ लोग थोड़ा सा बहुत अच्छा नहीं लिखते. तो वो ऐसा क्यों होता है? अब कैसे पता लगा कि अच्छा पैराग्राफ क्या है? सो दीज थिंग्स विल एलाबोरेट. सो फर्स्ट इज टॉपिक सेंटेंस. उस पैराग्राफ में एक सेंटेंस ऐसा होगा, एक या दो सेंटेंस ऐसे होंगे जो ये बताएंगे कि उस टॉपिक, उस पूरे पैराग्राफ में क्या कवर है, कौन सी बात कवर है. जो आइडिया है वो तो टाइटल में है. टाइटल मीन्स आइडिया. अब पूरा पैसेज एक आइडिया पे रन कर रहा है. उस आइडिया को सपोर्ट करने के लिए फिर हमारे पास सब आइडियाज हैं, उसको सब टाइटल्स हैं उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए. इन सब टाइटल से हमारे पैराग्राफ बने. अब उन पैराग्राफ में जो सब टाइटल्स का रिप्रेजेंट करेगा वो करेगा टॉपिक सेंटेंस. The topic sentence is the representative of the sub idea, the subtitle being expressed in that paragraph. So if there is a single sentence, then why we make the paragraph of 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 or 15 sentence? Because we cannot say there will be a paragraph of single sentence. If you read a story, you will find somewhere a single sentence is written to make it effective. That is a literary thing. We are on the language, so we will not go to that side now. वो literary चीजें हैं कि single line का paragraph कैसे हो सकता है. So it is a purpose of the writer. We will discuss when you will read the literature in your class. So this time we will have a language class. So topic sentence means a sentence that highlights the main idea of the paragraph. What we need to support this sentence? One of the sentences, topic sentence. Now the thing is, where will be the location of this topic sentence in a paragraph? इसकी लोकेशन कहां होगी? इसकी लोकेशन पूरे पैराग्राफ में कहीं भी हो सकती है. इन द बिगिनिंग, इन द मिडिल, एट द एंड. और वही क्या है? स्टाइल ऑफ राइटिंग. एवरी राइटर हैज अ स्टाइल, एंड द स्टाइल इज डिटरमाइंड by the way he expressed his topic sentence. You would have seen some of the paragraph beginning with question, some of the paragraph beginning with example. So this is the style of the writer, and the writer purposely put the topic sentence either in the beginning or in the middle or at the end. If he is putting the topic sentence in the beginning, in that case, he will give the details in succeeding sentences. If he is giving the topic sentence in the middle, it means something related to that topic sentence is given in the beginning or something at the end. अगर उसने टॉपिक सेंटेंस को स्टार्टिंग में दिया तो बाकी उसका डिटेल्स होगा, बीच में दिया तो आगे पीछे डिटेल होगा, और एंड में तो ऑब्वियसली in the beginning the details have already been given by the writer. So this is the topic sentence and its location. Now the thing is, what is the thing what are the details? I have used the term details of this topic sentence. Details of this topic sentence. What could be the details of this topic sentence? Means a sentence is written, and then what we need to support this sentence. The first important point is evidence. Second is, one by one, these will be explained. Second one is facts. Third one is examples. Fourth one is statistics, stats. Then quotation. Etc. So now I have written down a topic sentence. Means we cannot write the paragraph in one go. You may be the expert of writing, whoever the person is, however expert he is, we cannot make the paragraph on one go. We write it, rewrite it, that is called drafting, redrafting, and then coming to the final draft. So first I write my topic sentence. I find out a support, the suitable support to prove my topic sentence true, because literature is directly related to truth. So if you are writing a paragraph and in that paragraph you are speaking lie, then nobody will going to read that paragraph. So to ascertain that people will believe your idea, you will have to convince people. लोगों को आपका पैराग्राफ पढ़ के मानना है ना बहुत अच्छा है, तो तब मानेंगे जब आप उसको साबित करेंगे कि मेरी बात सही है. So उस बात को सही करने के लिए we use these things. What is evidence? If I give something that is a fact, suppose I give a thesis, I give a hypothesis कि this is this. एक मैंने छोटी सी कल्पना की कि the earth rotates, revolves around the sun. So who is going to believe this? The earth revolves around the sun. If I write this and people have some different idea about this, so they will not believe. I'll have to give the fact, the evidence. Since I can tell about the seasons. That's why the earth is rotating in such a way that it has different seasons throughout the year. So evidence I will have to produce. I'll have to produce the fact. If it is a scientific type of writing, there are different type of writings. So if you are writing a scientific paragraph, then you will have to present these evidences and facts. Or more or less we use all these things in all sort of writings according to our convenience, according to the effective presentation of our paragraph. The facts to support the topic sentence. Then examples. We also give examples. If we have a topic sentence like the disease is fatal. The disease is fatal. ये मौत को ला सकती है. So we'll have to give the examples of death caused by that particular disease. If I say this vaccine is effective to the disease, then again I'll have to give the example such and such person at that country has testified it. If I say the landscape is beautiful, then I'll have to give the things, the evidence, the fact to prove my statement. So I'll give their examples. Blue sky is the example. Snow-capped mountain could be the example. The open valley could be the example. The clear reel means the stream running down the hill could be an example of this topic sentence that the scene is beautiful. So we use evidence, facts, examples, and stats as well. There are some sort of writing which can only be proved by the statistics. So I will have to find out the statistics that could prove that my statement is true. So if you are writing something about the census, if you are writing about the school, suppose you are told to write a paragraph on the result of your school, then you will have to rely on statistics, stats. You will have to take the data that what was the number of students appearing in the exam, how many students passed, how many students failed in your board exams, and then you will make a paragraph. You will make a topic sentence supported by the statistics of your school's result. Sometimes we also use quotations. What is quotation? Quotation is a kind of saying by some great person, by some philosopher, by some intellectual. So their quotations are considered always true. Very few people can challenge. It is testified by the intellectuals. So we can use the quotation like of Shakespeare's, Milton's, Aristotle's, Plato's, and Mahatma Gandhi's, Aurobindo's. So we take the top quotation from the learned person to prove our topic sentence. There are some more devices. You can think and you can devise your own way of proving your topic sentence to be true. So we cannot say that these are the only thing and you cannot go beyond this, because literature opens the fields. It has no limitations. If you could find out something new, that will be your creativity in the field of the literature. So every new person recognized in the field of the literature, if he or she finds out something new while writing. तो अभी अमीश त्रिपाठी जी कुछ साल पहले आपने सुना होगा, कितने पॉपुलर हो गए. पेंगुइन इंटरनेशनल ने उनको क्या कर दिया, उनको अगली बुक्स के लिए भी रॉयल्टी देनी शुरू कर दी, मीन्स उनसे एग्रीमेंट कर लिया. And he earned the millions overnight. Writing is such a charming career. या आप घर बैठे बिना कहीं जाए, बिना किसी को बॉस बनाए, you can be boss of yourself. You can enjoy your writing. At the same time, you will earn name and fame. If you start writing paragraph, if you know how to write a paragraph perfectly at this age, you will definitely become a very good writer in future. So the thing is, these are the steps. This is the light. And you have to find out your own path. ये तो खाली light है जो आपको बता रहे हैं. आपको अपनी क्रिएटिविटी के साथ अपना एक राइटिंग स्टाइल डेवलप करना है. वो कैसे होगा? You know better than me. कि आप कैसे अपने को एक अलग सा राइटिंग करें. But in exam you don't make any sort of innovation. एग्जाम में किसी तरह का इनोवेशन नहीं करना चाहिए. You need to be following the rules. But in your personal writing, you always do your innovations, your creativity. ये एक लैब होती है. Language is a lab where the literature is invented. तो यहाँ आप इस तरह के जो डिवाइस हैं, पैराग्राफ राइटिंग, comprehensions, letter writing, article writing, there you will learn something, you will get the light, and with the help of that light, you will make a way to yourself. So with the help of these things, we prove our topic sentence. So I cannot say that you use only one or two, or you use the all. According to your need, you select your supporting sentence to your topic sentence. अब एक टॉपिक सेंटेंस हो गया, द सीन इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल, और उसको हमने एविडेंस दे दिया. इन फ्रंट ऑफ माई आईज आई सॉ अ ब्यूटीफुल सीन. आई हैव गिवन द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ mountains, the valleys, the rivers running down, flowing down the valleys, the greenery of the forest. I have given a colorful picture through the examples. In some cases, we also give stats and quotations. This was the development of a paragraph. Now, the most important thing is I have find out the topic sentence. I have selected the things from these points. Now, what should I do to present my paragraph effectively? What should I do to make it presentable? उसको presentable करने के लिए क्या करना चाहिए? The sequencing of the sentence is very essential. Sequencing means that is called organization of a paragraph. How to organize? इसको organized करना है. The flow of the thought should run in the mind of the reader the way it is running in your own mind. बात आ रही? जिस तरह से मेरे दिमाग में आइडियाज का फ्लो बन के मैंने पैराग्राफ लिखा, the same flow of idea should run in the mind of my reader. If it happens, means you have convinced him. This is the first, clarity. Second one is clarity of thought. You cannot give so many examples, so many stats, so many evidence, and a topic sentence is lost. It will lose the clarity of thought. So the topic sentence should be very crispy as well. Crispy means just giving the thing that is needed only. Not giving so many things, thinking and thinking, because you have to write down another paragraphs as well. So you cannot put all your knowledge, all your experience in one paragraph. So you need to be very precise to this subtitle. This is not the idea that the paragraph doesn't give an isolate idea. It relates its idea to the main idea. और main idea किसका है? जो पैराग्राफ के ऊपर का जो पूरा पैसेज है, जो आर्टिकल है, जो स्टोरी है, उस स्टोरी का एक पार्ट पैराग्राफ है. वी शुड अंडरस्टैंड दिस. आफ्टर दिस, आफ्टर डूइंग दिस, means I have written the topic sentence, I have given the specific things, the precise things from these from this list and more. I have arranged it, I have organized it, I have just उसको मैंने कार्ड छांट के एकदम यूज का बना दिया जितना मुझे प्रेजेंट करना है. को सन ऑफ कर दिया, जो बेकार था उसको हटा दिया. अब मुझे सिर्फ उतना है जो मुझे अपने पैराग्राफ में इफेक्टिवली जो एसेंशियल है इस सब टाइटल्स को सपोर्ट करने के लिए उसे रख दिया. अब क्या चाहिए होता है? नाउ आई विल राइट इट. आफ्टर डूइंग दिस, I will write the first draft. First draft. What is the first draft? I write my topic sentence and then my details and read it myself. If I am satisfied, only then I can claim that other will get satisfied by this paragraph. If I am not satisfied, if I think there are so many mistakes or it has become a very obscure or very, not very much relating to my main topic, then you can redraft it. The first draft, then second draft, then second draft. At least there should be two drafts, first draft and second draft. If still you think, because it is a literature, if you will read a thing written by you once, you read it again, you will find, you yourself will find so many mistakes. अपने आप दिखता है कि मैंने तो यहाँ पे गलती है, ऐसा ज़्यादा अच्छा है. Then I shift back to my previous idea. Then I again write. So this churning goes on. ये सब चलता रहेगा, and finally the cream will come out in the form of final draft. Means this ... means you can do as many times as you can. So then I come to final draft of that paragraph. This is about this is applied in the whole article, but in an effective writing, we also do drafting and redrafting in paragraphs as well. After doing these drafting, first draft, second draft, third draft, if I think my paragraph is complete, now I should put it in order of an article. Then I need to understand one more important point, that is transition. Transition. What is transition? The transition means to give a clear idea about your topic sentence, at the same time relating your topic sentence to the previous paragraphs or succeeding paragraph. Means, because as you have organized your paragraph with the help of all these in a one group of sentence, similarly you have to organize your paragraph in an article. So we will learn this thing when we will be going to the article topic. This time you need to understand this transition of paragraph. The transition of paragraph means, in a piece of writing, my paragraph, this particular paragraph should not look like isolated from other paragraphs. समझ लें बात को, एक पैराग्राफ में बात नहीं है, हम उसको आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ में. सो वो फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ और सेकंड पैराग्राफ के बीच का जो लिंक बनेगा वो क्या होगा? ट्रांजिशन. ट्रांजिशन ऑफ पैराग्राफ with the help of so many connectors, with the help of so many other essential things, we use the transition of the paragraph. Because the paragraph is the building block of a writing. Sentence are bricks and the paragraphs are building blocks of a building. And what is the building? Building is the article. So if we want to make a beautiful building, our paragraphs would be very, very beautiful. तो ब्लॉक्स अगर टेढ़े हो गए, मकान जब बनता है तो ब्लॉक क्या होते हैं? एक लाइन बनाते हैं, एक डायमेंशन पे होते हैं सारे के सारे, वेल ऑर्गेनाइज्ड होते हैं, तो हमारा जो बिल्डिंग है वो भी ब्यूटीफुल होती है. सिमिलरली इफ देयर इज ए ट्रांजिशन, देयर इज ए कनेक्शन बिटवीन द पैराग्राफ्स, then it will surely help to develop a better article. So here the transition of the paragraph means the end of the paragraph must have something from which the next paragraph would be connected. So this is transition. So at your level, you just focus on it. You try 1 or 2 paragraphs, you write it, and then do read it. We only write, we do not read our means the writing. You read it, you first write it, then read it, then make the amendments, then make the correction, then again rewrite it, then you will find you have written down the paragraph. You can take your school bag, a paragraph on my school bag, a paragraph on my geometry box. So you will find you have so many ideas. You can start with these topics that is interesting to you. So that's all for now. Thank you so very much.